Hi, you guys. This is Sierra back at you. And I'm just, happy Memorial Day. I'm just, hearing about anybody that watches The Breakfast Club, anybody that watch it. I watch every now and then. I watch The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne, I never liked him from the jump. He was like another male version of William Williams, just come out and say horrible things and just put you on blast type of thing. You know what I'm saying? He would do that, but on May 26th and May through this month, I'm hearing some allegations. All that shit he said about R. Kelly and all the other stuff that he be saying over the years, all the stuff that he did, uh, that he talked about other people, but he has allegations of raping somebody back in June 2001, and listen to some of the stuff that was said.
When you do decide that you are ready to come forward at this point in time, it's too late. This is why Jessica is asking for closure, instead of necessarily like justice, because she knows that it's not necessarily something that is going to come into fruition unless another person came forward, basically. Other than that, because of Jessica's mother, she did not fully fall through with the plan to get justice that she so deserved.
When I made the decision not for my daughter to testify, I was focused on her well-being, and I wanted the best for her. I didn't want to put her on the stand to relive all of that pain and suffering. And now, 17 years later, because he continues to make mockery about it, joke and laugh about it, like it doesn't even matter to him, or he has no regrets or anything, then he tries to cover it up with his money and his high-class attorneys. And now, he's not going to be punished for it. Justice is not fair, and we will not stop fighting. We will fight for justice and closure for my daughter Jessica and this family. According to the detectives, because he negotiated a plea deal, he cannot be prosecuted for the rape charge. So what they did was just dismiss it. They didn't even prosecute the rape charge. Because my daughter wasn't there. And so they let him plead. DNA did not clear him innocent. DNA has nothing to do with it at all. He's guilty no matter what anyone says. 17 years later, she's still suffering from it. We're still suffering with her from it. And justice needs to be served regardless. He deserves to be punished for what he did.
Hello, my name is Jessica Reed. I'm 32 years old. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I left New York when I was 6 years old after my father passed away. We moved to Charleston, South Carolina, lived there for about 5 years, and we moved to Somerville and lived there for 2 years. Today I'm here to talk about what happened in June 2001. A lot of you have heard Charlamagne's story, but today I'm here to set the record straight about what really happened that night. I met Charlamagne through a mutual friend. His name is Rico. I met Rico through my best friend. Her name is Shaniqua Epps. The night I met Charlamagne, Rico and I were hanging out. He told me he had some business to take care of and he had to stop by the radio station, Z93. So where I'm at right now, standing right in front of what used to be Z93 radio station, here is where I met Charlamagne. Like I said previously, I was introduced to him by Rico, who was a mutual friend of both Charlamagne and mine. Charlamagne worked at the time as a radio DJ. He introduced us, Rico introduced Charlamagne and I sat down. Rico and Charlamagne were discussing music. I kind of sat back while they talked. We left the station, and about 2 days later, Charlamagne called me. I'm not sure how he got my number because I didn't give it to him, but I'm assuming that Rico gave him my number. At the time I met Charlamagne, I was 15 years old. He told me he was 20. Just finding out recently he was actually 22 years old at the time. Our relationship was strictly platonic. We were friends and only friends. We are at Treehaven Apartments. This is where Charlamagne came to meet my mom for the first time. Came upstairs to this apartment here to my left. Came to meet my mother. Spoke to her, introduced himself. And on that day, he took me and my best friend out to lunch to a Chinese buffet. I knew him about maybe, I want to say a month and a half before the incident.
He also, during that time when he introduced himself to me, he said that he would watch over them, promised that they would be fine, and I had nothing to worry about, that they would be safe with him. He came off like he was a brother to a sister kind of relationship, and I trusted this person and allowed my daughter and her friend to go and have lunch at that time. I did not know, and I want to stress it very clearly, I did not know his age at that time. I just figured that he was a friend, hang around friend, possibly even high school.
I'm sorry, Miss Sullivan, but you clearly dropped the ball with that situation. Your daughter was 15. The friend that she had with her, your son's girlfriend, was also underage. So with both of these women, young ladies, at the time, with an older man coming to your home to introduce himself, that is more so of an older quality, something that an older guy would have, somebody over the age of 18, definitely, to come into your house and convince you that your daughter is going to be okay going with where he's going. It's more so of permission. He needs permission from you because he's an adult. So you are clearly overlooking it. I don't know if he was charming you at that point in time, but it definitely would have been a red flag for me as a parent and any parent when somebody's coming to introduce themselves and they're requesting your permission to be out with them. That one of your first questions should be, how old are you? Why would that not be a question? So to just assume, that this man was younger or in a...
Get on the goddamn air and talk about it, nigga. I got this girl real drunk, and I fought. Just that sentence sounds a little fishy. I got her drunk. I didn't just get drunk. I remember going. I went to the sex store and got Spanish Fly. Oh, so you raped her? Shut up. Spanish Fly. They sell it in the sex store. I'm telling the truth. They sell it in the sex store. I had to fucking. There's some guy in the sex store too. You can put that to a girl's throat in the sex store. That doesn't mean it's illegal. So I put the Spanish Fly in the E&J. We drinking the E&J and shit. So in my mind, I don't know if this shit really worked, but I felt like I got horny as a motherfucker too. So she was drunk and shit, and we had sex and shit, and like a lot of my boys was trying to come in the room and fuck her. I'm like, nah, she like, I can't, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna put you in the tree. That's rape. Okay, so this is one-on-one, it ain't rape. Yeah, so dreams are rape. So the next morning she wakes up. And we talk about it. So.
Yes, what you just heard was Charlamagne stating exactly what happened to Jessica Reed. He is sitting here playfully stating a rape that he committed as if this was for play. Charlamagne was charged with rape. So there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it that Charlamagne did not rape her. And not only did Charlamagne rape her, he let his friends, adult male friends that were there, rape her as well. So she was raped by multiple grown men at a party that she had been tricked into after drugs were slipped into a drink. She was drugged and basically gang raped by Charlamagne and his friends, and he leaves that part of the story out. But, not necessarily, because he even says in there, all my friends were trying to have sex with her, but I did not allow them. You were lying. They did have sex with her. You were just trying to make it seem like she was a willing participant. She was a 15-year-old girl, and you did not state your age because you knew you were a grown-ass man. So at you and look at that extremely weird that you, as a 22-year-old, sleeping with a 15-year-old and drugging her before you did so. You know you were wrong. Everything about this is wrong. This is a victim that has to sit here and listen to somebody torment her and playfully talk about her rape as if it is a joke. He is literally in that clip joking about the rape. He raped this woman. That was very traumatic for her. That is like the ultimate slap in the face for the person, your abuser, to be able to playfully throw it in your face in front of the world and people laugh and kiki as if your trauma is a joke. Very disgusting, Charlamagne. But let's keep going.
Sitting here trying to say somebody crazy when everybody can see that you nasty motherfuckers are sitting around here being the bad boys club. Yeah, y'all niggas got pigs.
After y'all hear all of that, I never really did like Charlamagne. Even like watching The Breakfast Club, he's just a big jerk to me. I never, you know what I'm saying, really cared for him. You know what I'm saying? He need to be donkey of the day. You know what I'm saying, about some stuff like the way he, talk. His whole vibe is just ignorant to me. And you know what I'm saying. There's a couple of times a lot of people did like walk out on some interviews on Breakfast Club, but this was new. This had came out May 26th of this week, of this coming week, something new. And you can go on YouTube, you can find it, surviving Charlamagne of the God. Her name was Jessica Reed. She was raped. And you heard all of that. He somewhat kind of admit that happened. June 2021. I mean June 2001. I'm sorry. This happened. All the stuff that he said about R. Kelly, some of the stuff that he had said, I think he just talked about stuff just to get ratings on his show. I never really did care for Breakfast Club, you know what I'm saying? I never really cared for Charlamagne, you know what I'm saying? He's just a straight up asshole to me, you know what I'm saying, to be honest. I never really did, you know what I'm saying, care for him. But, you know what I'm saying, if y'all have not heard this news, y'all go check it out on YouTube channel. It's called Surviving Charlamagne the God. It's about the rape story of Jessica Reed. Some updated information about Charlamagne. But, y'all want to talk about it, you can comment below, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe me, and peace out.